Hi, this is Jesse from Deep South Beekeeping and more. I've just got my first swarm. It's a small swarm. I've already looked into the top of it. I saw a few bringing in pollen, but that was a sure sign they had moved in. These first few days, they'll be concentrating on building comb for the queen so she can lay, drawing in nectar, but some pollen is coming in. This cold weather set them back, but as soon as the cold weather was over, here the swarms came. It's March the 18th here in Toxie, Alabama. We've just had a cold front. I had a feeling that after this cold front moved through and it began to warm up, that the swarms would start. Last year I caught one swarm in March and then 6 more in April. And sure enough, today one of my swarm traps, it had a swarm in it. I'm getting ready to go and move that trap to my apiary. It's about 4 miles away, so I really won't have to worry about foragers returning to the swarm trap site. They'll reorient quickly. And in the morning, I'll show you how I transfer them from the swarm trap to their permanent hive. So join me now as I go and bring this first swarm of the 2026 season home. I checked this swarm trap earlier in the day. The first thing that I noticed was that the bees were bringing in pollen. And that was a surefire giveaway that they were in here. Now, this particular trap has a feeder on it. And the first swarm I ever caught, I made the mistake of leaving that feeder on it. When I got home, the syrup had leaked into the bottom of the trap and killed my queen. It was a hard lesson to learn. If you do use a feeder on your traps, always remove it. And they're in there. They're in there. Okay. Cinch down. Make sure I've got all my tools. I've just arrived at my apiary, and I'm going to put this little swarm right beside their new location and transfer them to their new box early in the morning. A very small swarm, but I'll feed them and take care of them and help them to grow. This is their new hive. I'll transfer them in the morning. I'm seeing very few bees at the entrance, so I was getting worried, and I opened the top and they're in there and I can hear them. It's a cool night. They're probably already clustered. This is Jesse from Deep South Beekeeping and more, and I'll see you in the morning. It's March 19th. It's the morning after I caught this little swarm. I brought them to the apiary last night, as you saw in the video. I waited till about 10 o'clock this morning for the temperatures to get into the 50s, and now I'm going to transfer them over to their new home. They are rather small, so I plan to add a couple of frames of brood and nurse bees out of one of my resource hives later in the day. Very small. They look, they're only covering about 2 frames, partial areas in the frames. So I'm definitely going to add some brood to these and some nurse bees. I get most of my swarms in April, but I usually get one in March, and They're very calm. This next frame is a frame of old brood comb. And there's the queen. Give them a frame of honey. This is the little swarm that I brought into the apiary this morning. It was only 2.5 frames. So I went into another strong hive and I got them 2 frames of brood and nurse bees. And I add it to them. This ought to give them some strength. Increase their numbers greatly. Slowly, I do not want to crush the queen or roll her. Well, we went from about 2.5 to 4.5 frames of bees. I'll be back in a few days and check on the queen. She was already laying when I put her in this morning. I saw 3- and 4-day-old larvae, which tells me I didn't get to the swarm right when they got in the trap. They actually got in it probably around the 13th or 14th of March. Y'all get along with your relatives there. I'm going to set this here so the rest can crawl up. This is Jesse with Deep South Beekeeping and more. I'll see you on the next video.